WWE SmackDown, September 20th, 2025. Full story: the SmackDown episode was the final stop before WrestlePalooza 2025, WWE's premium live event. That evening, with tensions high, storylines bubbling to a boil, and every appearance or match designed to either raise stakes or resolve lingering issues, the show had one goal: send the WWE Universe into WrestlePalooza with maximum momentum. Important threads heading in: Cody Rhodes versus Drew McIntyre for the undisputed WWE Championship was the main event of The contract had to be signed. The drama intensify. Brock Lesnar versus John Cena, a marquee match that needs build-up and physicality and menace. Women's Tag Team Championships, U.S. title via open challenges. Tag team rivalries. Vision versus the Usos. The Women's Championship picture: Tiffany Stratton, Jade Cargill, Nia Jax. Which match? Where? Who ends up champion? SmackDown came live from the Huntington Center in Toledo, Ohio. The show promised big moments. Key segments and matches here are the main events and highlights of the show. Opening Rampage, Brock Lesnar's statement. Lesnar opened the show with violence. He attacked announcer Corey Graves, delivering an F5, making it clear that he's carrying serious aggression into WrestlePalooza. Graves' presence defending Michael Cole made the attack more personal. The segment set an unambiguous tone. Lesnar is on a warpath, and John Cena's match won't just be about competition, it LLB survival. Wrestling news and results: tag team match. Women's Tag Team Championship. Champions Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss versus Alba Fire and Chelsea Green. Fire and Green tried early double-team offense. The strategy was solid, but Flair and Bliss managed to weather the storm. Flair got in the heat, executed a double natural selection, and Bliss pinned Green. Champions retain. Wrestling news and results: Tag Team Showdown. Division versus Fraxium. Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. Division took on Fraxium Axiom and Nathan Fraser. Strong match. Fraxium showed agility and teamwork, but the Vision used power and dominance. Reed threw Axiom off ropes. Breaker followed with a spear. Then Breaker nailed a tsunami on Fraser for the win. After, the Usos appeared via Titantron, issuing warning. They will face the Vision at WrestlePalooza. So this rivalry is fully set. Women's Championship chaos. Offering segment: Tiffany Stratton, Jade Cargill, and Nia Jax brawled backstage. It had been expected their match for the Women's Championship would happen at WrestlePalooza, but WWE announced it instead for next Fridays, so the triple threat was postponed. The delay adds uncertainty. Who will enter that match at full strength? Who might be nursing issues? United States Championship Open Challenge. Sami Zayn defended the U.S. Championship in an open challenge versus Carmelo Hayes, a physically competitive match. Zayn held his ground, eventually landing a blue thunderbomb for the win. Zayn retains. Contract signing brawl: Cody Rhodes versus Drew McIntyre. The final major segment: contract signing for the undisputed WWE title match at WrestlePalooza. Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre both came out, signed the contract in what appeared to be a civil moment. But after the signature, McIntyre launched an assault. He dropped Cody with a devastating boot. The brawl ends with Cody Rhodes being left battered. The corporate champion versus the real warrior angle is emphasized. McIntyre again accuses Rhodes of being oil image, whereas Drew portrays himself as the pure fight guy. RAW connections. An overall WWE impact. While SmackDown carried most of the build in this episode, there are several points where the events tie into Raw or affect the full WWE picture. Championship legitimacy and momentum. Cody Rhodes walking into WrestlePalooza battered raises questions about whether he'll be at 100%. RAW's storylines can pick up on that vulnerability. USA title and open challenges. Zayn's retention adds prestige to his reign, and it gives Raw stars possible challengers in the future. Tag team divisions spotlight. Vision versus Usos is a cross-brand rivalry, and momentum from SmackDown will carry into Raw viewership and promos. Women's division impacts. With the Women's Championship triple threat shifted, next week's SmackDown becomes crucial. RAW may get involved via commentary or via wrestlers crossing over. Lesnar vs. Cena storyline. Lesnar's opening segment sends a message. Cena must be ready for something unpredictable. Raw coverage and Cena's promos will likely reflect SmackDown's violence. A few major themes emerge from this episode. Desperation versus pride. Drew McIntyre's persona clashes with Cody's. It's not just about physical dominance, but about credibility, authenticity, what it means to be champion. Cody is painted as more polished, perhaps corporate, McIntyre as raw, real. The brawl after the contract solidifies that conflict. Threat of physical harm. Lesnar as assault and Gravis and Cole by extension. Reminds everyone that this isn't just about Macazettes. About violence, fear. It raises stakes. Cena's match isn't just about winning, but surviving. Uncertainty and postponement. The women's title match being delayed is a signal that WWE wants more tension and uncertainty. Possibly due to injuries, possibly storyline. Fans will be more invested in who shows up strong. Momentum building for WrestlePalooza. Each match, each promo, each thread is designed not only to entertain tonight, but to lay groundwork for the PPV matches that retain titles, or rivalries that sharpen, or brawls that spill over. All building blocks. WrestlePalooza, outcome and aftermath brief. Though this SmackDown is the go-home show, we know what happens at WrestlePalooza that night. Cody Rhodes retained the WWE Undisputed Championship against Drew McIntyre. Even after McIntyre tried to exploit Cody's apparent ring rust and battered state, Rhodes hit a Cody cutter and crossed Rhodes for the win. Stephanie Vacker defeated Io Sky to win the vacant Women's World Championship. Brock Lesnar defeated John Cena, with Lesnar dominating the match with multiple F5 South. AJ Lee made her in-ring return, teaming with CM Punk to defeat Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins. The Vision Breaker and Reed beat the Usos in a tag team match, signaling their strength. These outcomes pick up directly from the storylines SmackDown was setting up. Conclusion: what SmackDown delivered and what Raw might do next. This episode of SmackDown successfully amplified hype for wrestling. It didn't resolve everything, but it sharpened every rivalry. Key takeaways. Cody Rhodes enters WrestlePalooza with everything on the line. Physical wear, emotional urgency, credible threat by Drew Lesnar looks dangerous as ever. Cena's match is painted as monumental. Sami Zayn continues to legitimize his U.S. title reign. Women's division uncertainty kicks fans guessing. The Vision vs. Usos is positioned as one of the biggest tag team matchups coming up. For Raw, the fallout will matter. Raw will likely feature promos, commentary, or backstage segments that refer back to Lesnar's assault, Cody's beating, possibly injuries. Use SmackDown results as momentum for wrestlers who appear on both shows. Possibly introduce or continue feuds that cross from SmackDown to Raw, for example, challengers to U.S. title, or developing tensions in tag team division. Address the women's championship scene, especially with news from WrestlePalooza affecting the new champion.